And we are live here from Valor Christian as we are underway now. Girls 4A basketball in the state of Colorado.
Serena Lewis dribbles up court, passes it off to Erica Land, who shoots the three, rebounded by Carolyn Swanson. Now Cara Foley to take it up court for Valor. Passes it off to Kendall Bradbury, who drives hard to the hoop, gets fouled and makes the layup. She'll be going for the three-point play at the line.
No surprise there from Bradbury. She's actually the leading scorer in the state of Colorado at this point. So look to see her driving to the rack a lot tonight, trying to get herself to the line and try to carry this Eagles team.
No doubt about that. She makes the first one. The first of one. Valor in a full court press, broken by Wheat Ridge to Rachel Vargas, but a pass off of the hands of Tasha Taylor, and it looks to be going the other way.
Good defense there by Cara Foley to get back after they beat the press, force the sloppy pass, and get the ball back.
And a drive by Annalise Paquette to the hoop, and she's fouled. So she'll be going to the line for two free throws here.
Good move on her way to the rim there. The nice little spin. Unable to get the bucket to fall, but she'll get herself to the line. Opportunity to put her team up by 5 here.
First one no good from Paquette at the line.
Paquette's 31 for 53 on the year from the line.
So she goes 1 for 2 on the free throws. Valor still staying in that full court press, and it's off of Cara Foley. It's going to stay Wheat Ridge ball.
And Wheat Ridge comes into this game just 2-11. And Valor's going to pressure them and make them try to beat Valor. So we're going to see a lot of tough defense early on here.
No doubt about that. And Valor's going to be called for the walk.
Paquette tries to hold herself up, but that back foot just slips a little bit. So ball turned over here.
Looks to be something on the court. This is going to stay Wheat Ridge ball. It's going to be inbounded by number 21, Erica Land. Into Serena Lewis. Valor in the zone defense. And that's going to be stolen. Taken up for the easy lay-in.
Great job there by Caroline Bryan in transition to get the bucket. She missed a lot of the early part of the season with an ankle injury, but she's back now, and it looks like she's 100% and ready to go.
And that press broken again by Wheat Ridge. Makes the easy pass, but a missed shot by number 15, Rachel Vargas, and that's going the other way to Valor Christian.
Valor's done a good job getting back after the press has been beaten and still playing defense and not giving up.
We're going to have a foul here. Number 21, Erica Land of Wheat Ridge. And it's going to stay Valor ball to be inbounded from the baseline.
That'll be the third team foul.
Substitution for Wheat Ridge. 14, Kylie Herr, coming in for number 1, Carolyn Swanson.
The good inbound play rims off there for Bryan, but a good move to get to the rim again.
Yeah, those are good looks for Valor Christian. There's a lot of times those are going to fall.
And the diving attempt by Herr.
Yeah, mishandle there, and that's going to be going the other way. That's good defense there. Back in for point guard Cara Foley to take up floor. And a drive hard by Kendall Bradbury, and that's going to be good for the easy bucket, and Valor Christian's up 8-0.
Another good drive to the rim there.
Steal by Annalise Paquette. Cara Foley for 3. That just rims out. Rebounded by Wheat Ridge, but again, another missed pass by Wheat Ridge, and that's going to go back to Valor Christian.
And a chance to really establish themselves early. Foley put up the 3 in transition there. She's shooting 38% on the season from behind the arc. So good
pretty
look.
Good numbers. Kendall Bradbury misses a tough layup there, and that's going to Wheat Ridge, who in their fast break offense end up missing a layup, and that's, again, rebounded by Valor Christian going the other way. Mid-range jump shot by Annalise Paquette banks in.
The good bounce pass from Bryan over to Paquette, and the bank is open.
And another steal by Valor Christian. Caroline Bryan with the short-range jump shot, and that's going to go the other way after Valor couldn't bring in the rebound.
This one's starting to get a little bit ugly here. Some sloppy passing early on from Wheat Ridge has led to a 10-0 Valor lead with 5 minutes left in the first period here.
It seems like Valor's press seems to be working, and even when Wheat Ridge is getting their opportunities like there, that's the first time they've capitalized all night on that fast break.
That's the first time Valor hasn't gotten back to play defense. Wheat Ridge capitalizes and makes their first bucket of the night. 10-2 now.
No doubt. And a sloppy pass from Valor Christian is going to go the other way to Wheat Ridge. Substitution. Kat Little and Haley Tebow going to go in for Malia Williams and Kara Foley here. Natalie Ross-Smith with some solid ball handling. That's a 3-point attempt from number 21, Erica Land.
That's hard off the back iron there. And on the season, Land is shooting 23% from 3, so not a great number there. But that was a wide open look, so not a shocker that she put up the shot.
However, Valor Christian did foul, so we'll stay Wheat Ridge ball. Some more sloppy passing from Wheat Ridge, tried to force the middle there, and that's going to go the other way to Valor Christian, who Haley Tebow wisely settles the ball and brings it out.
Trying to hustle in transition there. Got to just slow it down and take a breath now.
No doubt. Annalise Paquette dishes it to Kendall Bradbury in the middle, who goes up for the layup, misses, but is fouled, so she will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Like I said earlier, she does a great job getting herself to the free throw line, making free throws. And that's huge. A good pass there into the little baseline cut gets Bradbury to the line.
Absolutely. That's just what Valor Christian's looking for. And Bradbury makes the first of 2. Three substitutions for Wheat Ridge. Number 1, Carolyn Swanson, back into the game. And Bradbury makes both free throws to give Valor a 10-point lead at 12-2. Here with 4 minutes left in the first period of play. Wheat Ridge breaks that press that they've been seeing, but unfortunately for them, turns it back over to Valor Christian as they get another turnover on the night.
Bradbury once again wisely slows it down.
Bradbury in the middle makes a good solid bounce pass to Annalise Paquette, who gets blocked, but that's going to stay with Valor Christian, and they're going to be able to inbound here from the baseline. Caroline Bryan with a strong drive to the hoop, but however, a bad pass was tipped actually, and that's going to stay with Valor, as they're going to inbound now from the other side of the baseline.
Yeah, Bryan just lost control there on the spin. Luckily, the ball tipped by Wheat Ridge for her.
Absolutely. Valor successfully inbounds the ball to a double-covered Annalise Paquette, who gets blocked on the ensuing layup. However, more sloppy passing from Wheat Ridge turns it right back over to Valor Christian. Drive to the hoop by Haley Tebow, and that's an easy lay-in.
Wide open lane to the rim there for Tebow. Puts in the left-handed layup.
No doubt. And if you're Wheat Ridge, that is not what you're looking for against a stronger Valor Christian team.
Yeah, Wheat Ridge is going to have to tighten it up here, playing really sloppily.
And a good steal by Kat Little, however, falls over and ends up turning it over back to Carolyn Swanson, who breaks the press. Solid drive to the rim by Nina Thomas, number 00.
Yeah, good job by Thomas there, getting past Valor's press. And then going up hard to the rim, making the layup, 14-4 now.
Caroline Bryan with a good pass to Kendall Bradbury, who misses a fairly easy layup there. That should have been a bucket.
It was a good high arcing pass. The steal now from Tebow, and
yeah, that
Valor
was just, she really read that pass.
Got the hand in the passing lane, knocked it down. Valor's doing a great job of that tonight so far, getting a lot of steals and a lot of points in transition.
No doubt. And as Valor looks to feed the middle again, right underneath the hoop. However, Wheat Ridge tips it away, and Valor's going to have the ball on the baseline. Amy Larrabee and Lexi O'Dowd into the game for Valor Christian. And a sort of a sloppy inbounds pass to Kendall Bradbury, who can't control it. However, it's going to be a jump ball, as Bradbury did eventually get a hold of it, but the possession arrow is going to keep it with Wheat Ridge. Wheat Ridge breaks that full court press from Valor Christian. However, the double team and a timeout by Wheat Ridge. Valor Christian's defense forces a timeout to be called by Wheat Ridge, as the offensive player was not able to get the ball anywhere.
So we'll be back right after the timeout here. 14-4, minute 52 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back on the Valor Sports Network. And we're back now after the timeout. 14-4, minute 52 remaining in the first quarter of play. And Valor with the trap play going into that timeout led Wheat Ridge to call a timeout, so Wheat Ridge will inbound. They were in trouble, but they get a chance to add a fresh start here.
That's successfully inbounded.
That's an over and back there on the inbound pass.
Yep. Like more sloppy play from Wheat Ridge there as they get called for the silly foul.
Not very good court awareness there.
No doubt. What should have been an easy inbound turned into a turnover. Another one on the night for Wheat Ridge, who seems to be struggling with those tonight. That's going to be a three-point shot, but it's going to miss.
And yeah, Bradbury there had the little bit contested three right at the top of the arc.
Yeah, no doubt, and she missed that, and that's going to go the other way, as it doesn't look like any Wheat Ridge player got a hand on it before it went out of bounds.
So just poor shot selection there by the Eagles.
Valor still in a zone press. However, easily broken by Wheat Ridge, but that trap play seems to be haunting Wheat Ridge. They break it there, but another steal, and that's going to be going the other way to Valor Christian.
And Valor, again, doing a really good job getting in the passing lane, getting their hands in there and blocking passes, getting steals, as Larrabee goes hard to the rim but misses the layup.
Brought up floor by Natalie Ross-Smith for Wheat Ridge. She drives hard to the hoop, throws it up on a difficult layup. She is fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws here.
And that was a good job by Ross-Smith getting herself to the line there on the drive.
Ross-Smith, 10 for 28 from the free throw line on the year.
Really never had a shot at the basket there. So just a good job to get herself fouled and get herself a chance for 2 free throws.
She misses the first of 2. Does make the second. Now Kat Little bring it up the floor for Valor Christian. Just off to Lexi O'Dowd. And Kat Little for 3 points. And that is no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Serena Lewis, the Wheat Ridge captain.
And Little is shooting 30% from 3 on the year.
That's going to be a steal by Amy Larrabee. And Valor's got a 2-on-1 when Larrabee drives hard misses, rebounded by Lexi O'Dowd, who then goes back up and is fouled.
Good job there by the smaller Lexi O'Dowd to go hard to the rim, not be afraid to get fouled and go to the line. She went up and did not avoid contact. And after the missed layup by Larrabee, that was clutch of her to get herself to the line.
O'Dowd barely misses the first of two on her first attempt. And again, in and out on the second free throw.
In a similar fashion, they're clinging off the rim and the backboard.
They're going to call a foul on Kendall Bradbury there, and that's going to be Wheat Ridge ball on the baseline. Ross Smith inbounds to Serena Lewis, who then dishes it back to Ross Smith, who's going to bring it up the floor. 10 seconds to play in the first period, so they're going to have to hurry here. That's going to be stolen by Larrabee, who's going to hold on, and that'll conclude the first period of play from the Valor Christian High School Gymnasium.
So we will be right back here at the start of the second quarter at the Valor Gymnasium. You're watching the Valor Sports Network.
Yo, Mars Blackman here, my main men, Michael Jordan and Professor Douglas Kirkpatrick of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. Yo, Professor, how does Mike defy gravity? Do you know?
Michael Jordan overcomes the acceleration of gravity by the application of his...
We're back on the Valor Sports Network, start of the second quarter.
It's going to be Valor ball to start the first or the second quarter, excuse me. Annalise Paquette at the top of the court. Sloppy pass. It's going to be off of Valor Christian, and that's going to be Wheat Ridge ball in their own zone here in the second. And a sloppy pass for number 15, Rachel Vargas, to number 4, Natalie Ross Smith, excuse me. However, she gets a handle on it, forces a jump ball, and that's going to go back to Wheat Ridge as the possession arrow favors their side. Strong drive from Erica Land, and that's going to be a foul on number 2, Cara Foley. So Land is going to have 2 free throws.
Valor's offense cooled off a little bit late there in that first period. Really, in the beginning, started scoring a lot of points in transition and a lot of points in a hurry. But they've cooled off, and now is Wheat Ridge's chance to establish their offense, try to beat that press and get back in this game.
Land, as she makes both free throws, narrows the lead to 7 points. Pass behind Malia Williams, however, she regrouped and gained control of the ball. Annalise Paquette puts up a 3, and that misses. However, they're going to call a foul on Lexi O'Dowd for Valor Christian, and that's going to go the other way.
That's the 5th team foul on the night as O'Dowd comes out of the game after that miscue.
Valor still in their what's been successful full court press, and there it is, successful again. Caroline Bryan with the easy lay-in.
Good job by Sarah Gibson to get another hand in that passing lane, get the steal, and then give it to a wide open Caroline Bryan for the open layup.
No doubt, and Valor still in that zone press, which Wheat Ridge has struggled with all night, and there you see it again. Cara Foley picks up the loose ball, and that's going back the other way for Valor Christian, who puts it up to the middle to Malia Williams, who misses a layup. Puts it back up, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, misses the second. However, she is fouled and will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Again, it's all about going hard to the rim, not shying away from contact, trying to get yourself to the line. And she did that right there.
As Williams makes the first of 1. She makes both free throws.
Williams, a 57% free throw shooter on the year, so good job there.
And that's picked off by Caroline Bryan, who misses what should have been an easy layup. However, rebound tipped off of Wheat Ridge, and that's going to stay with Valor Christian, and they're going to have another chance to score on this offensive possession.
And this press is really overwhelming this Wheat Ridge team. They cannot get out of the backcourt.
No, they can. It's really limiting their offensive production. Only 7 points thus far. Valor Christian really owning the time of possession as Annalise Paquette goes up. However,
blocked once again. It'll stay with Valor.
Yes. That's going to be tipped off of number 4, Natalie Ross Smith, and that's going to stay with Valor Christian. Carafoli, easy inbounds pass to Annalise Paquette, who passes to Lexi O'Dowd. Back to Carafoli. Caroline Bryan. Valor with good ball movement here. Dishes it out to Sarah Gibson.
Yeah, really good offensive set there from Valor as far as ball movement goes, but not getting many open looks. Good tight D from Wheat Ridge.
Good tight D and a good steal there from Wheat Ridge. And that's going to stay with them as the ball goes out of bounds down on the baseline.
Hurd inbound. Quick layup missed there by Taylor.
And that's going to be rebounded by Malia Williams, who dishes it to Carafoli, who dribbles up the floor for Valor Christian. Strong drive by Caroline Bryan. And as she went up looking maybe like she was going to get fouled, however, ball squirted out, ball stripped by Wheat Ridge, so that's going to stay with Valor Christian as they tipped it, or as Wheat Ridge tipped that out.
So not the worst case scenario there for Valor as they get the ball back, but not what Bryant was going for. Ball down to the low post there. Williams gets her pocket picked.
Caroline Bryan then knocks it out of Tasha Taylor's hand out of bounds, and that's going to stay with Wheat Ridge. However, that play allows Valor Christian's defense to regroup and forces Wheat Ridge to inbounds the ball. Valor sticking with their zone D, which has been causing troubles for Wheat Ridge all night. And there again, another turnover by Wheat Ridge, and that's got to be up in double digits on the night for them in turnovers.
Yeah, they've really been struggling to complete passes.
A drive by Annalise Paquette, who gets called for the travel. Back foot just slipped a little bit, so that's going to go Wheat Ridge ball.
Returning to the lineup for the Farmers, number 23, Serena Lewis.
Turning to the lineup is Serena Lewis.
Who mishandles a pass, and that's going to be off her. It's going to go back to Valor Christian. And another turnover. They've really just been getting plagued with turnovers tonight.
Really some sloppy passing on the good inbound pass. Bryant gets herself to the line once again.
Backdoor cut there by Bryant, and she's going to go back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws.
That's her second. Bryant at the line will shoot 2.
First shot off the front of the rim.
Returning to the lineup for the Eagles, number 32, Kendall
Bradbury back in for Williams.
And for the Farmers, number 1, Carolyn Swanson.
And Swanson replaces Ross Smith for the Farmers.
Bryan makes her second of 2 free throws, so she's 1 of 2 there. And Valor still pressing Wheat Ridge despite being up 12 in this game. And it's going to be another turnover and an easy lay-in for Caroline Bryant. And that's really just killing Wheat Ridge right there.
The sloppy passes from Wheat Ridge. Yet another one tipped out of bounds by Foley. It seems like they cannot complete a pass. They are really, really struggling to find an open passing lane.
Substitutions for the Eagles. Entering the lineup, number 3, Cat Little, and number 10, Cassie Morrow.
And we'll see if they can get it out of the Eagles' backcourt here.
Cassie Morrow and Cat Little, a couple of fresh legs for Valor Christian. And a long lob pass from Wheat Ridge to try to break that press goes out of bounds. And that's going to go back to Valor to be inbounded by Cassie Morrow. And yet another turnover. As Valor now leads by 14 here. Valor Christian's offense has really started to pick up lately. However, except that was stolen there by Wheat Ridge. But again, another turnover. Valor Christian distributing the ball really well as they throw it down low to Kendall Bradbury, who goes up for the layup, but she is fouled, so she will go back to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
That's her third. Bradbury at the line, shooting 2.
And when Bradbury makes her free throws, that's how you get to be one of the leading scorers in the state, is getting yourself to the line, making your free throws on a consistent basis.
No doubt. If Bradbury, a fairly consistent free throw shooter on the year.
On the season, shooting 80%, which is outstanding, leads the team.
Probably one of the higher percentage in all of the state, I would think.
One would think. We'll get back to you on that one. And she makes her second one, too, so putting on a little bit of a clinic there.
No doubt, and with Bradbury getting to the line on many possessions here, that's going to spell bad news for Wheat Ridge down the stretch, as they really can't seem to get any offense going. Layup rebounded by Cat Little, who's going to hold it for a few seconds and then can dribble it up the court. Cassie Morrow drives to the hoop and throws in a layup.
Good job there by Morrow, driving through the middle, splits the double team, gets to the rim. Good, solid left-handed layup there by Morrow. As that pass is tipped off by Taylor and will sail out of bounds and stay with the Eagles.
Yet another turnover by Wheat Ridge.
And they got to tighten it up a little bit if they want to have any chance of staying in this game.
No doubt, especially with the increased offensive production from Valor Christian here lately. Kendall Bradbury puts up a layup, gets her own rebound, then proceeds to make it. And we're going to have a timeout called by Wheat Ridge here with 3:34 left in the second quarter. Valor Christian leading 27-7.
And we'll be right back after the timeout. 27-7, 3:34 remaining in the second quarter. And out of this timeout, we'll send it down to our sideline reporter, Matt Lakasha.
This is Matt Lakasha with VSN. Coach K told her team that during the timeout that they need to start sprinting off their cuts, and whenever the point guard's running after them, to start doing backdoor cuts. And she said they need to keep up the pace because they're really stepping on this team's throat. They need to come out and just keep the intensity. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Matt, as we come out of the timeout break with Valor Christian ball.
Pretty much what we expected to hear there. Just keep up the hustle and the intensity. Keep running it here for Valor and pull away as they have a 20-point lead at the moment.
3-point attempt from Cara Foley. No good, as Valor Christian not yet made a three-pointer on the night. However, still with a 20-point lead here against Wheat Ridge in the second quarter. That's going to be a foul on Valor Christian. On Cassie Morrow, not a shooting foul. It's just going to stay Wheat Ridge ball from the baseline. Wheat Ridge with a tough inbounds pass, but a tougher shot made by number 15, Rachel Vargas.
Knocks down the mid-range jumper from about the elbow, just kind of a line drive shot.
No doubt about that as McKenna Roth goes up, blocked. However, gets the rebound and passes it back up to the top to Kat Little. Valor Christian with more good ball distribution. Kat Little, I think that was for 2 as her foot was on the line, rebounded by Wheat Ridge. However, stolen again by Valor Christian as Wheat Ridge seems to not be able to complete a pass on that fast break offense.
It almost seems like Wheat Ridge doesn't even see Valor's defenders on the court. They cannot just complete a pass at all. Valor is just stepping into passing lanes like nobody's business.
Bradbury
gets herself to the line once again. Good job to go up hard there.
Where Bradbury really succeeds is after getting her own rebound. A lot of times she'll go back up and then get fouled and then gets to the free throw line where she has been successful all year long.
Very tough while she's stationary in the low post. She just goes up and the other girls aren't quite athletic enough to get up with her.
Does miss there, a rare miss from Kendall Bradbury from the free throw line. She makes the second. Lexi O'Dowd back into the game for Valor Christian. That zone press, it's been giving Wheat Ridge nightmares all night long. Continuing to be successful, however, they're broken by Wheat Ridge. Then passes it. Or a little floater there from Kylie Herr, who makes that.
Probably about 8 feet out there, just a little floater off the backboard through the lane. Nobody there on defense.
But again, that's one of the trade-offs that you get with that full court press. As Wheat Ridge is going to be a lot of times have an odd man break on offense after Valor Christian presses.
Morrow tries to take the charge,
gets called
but is called for the block, has to move a little bit.
And they're going to call a shooting foul there on Morrow. It's going to send Nina Thomas to the line. Thomas 3 for 14 on the year from the line.
And make that 3 for 15.
She clanks that one off the back iron.
Returning to the lineup for the Farmers, number 12, penalty defender. For the Eagles, Tebow.
Second shot is up and banks high off the glass there to put herself at 4 for 15 on the season from the line. So not an orthodox way to make a free throw, but getting the job done nonetheless.
No doubt, and Valor Christian turns the ball over there to Melanie Bender. First time we've called her name tonight. Nina Thomas goes in.
After making the free throw, good job, good ball movement there on the odd man rush there by Wheat Ridge to find the open layup.
Valor Christian looks to be setting up in an offensive play. A little swing play around the outside and a long-range jump shot. A two-pointer for McKenna Roth, and that's going to be no good.
Doesn't seem like the shot that Valor needed right there going late in the second quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. However, another solid defensive, more solid defense there from Valor Christian. Gives them the ball back.
Tebow heaves up the three off the back of the rim.
Just again.
Nina Thomas tries to pass across the lane to Ross Smith for the layup. But once again, Valor defender sticking her hand in.
Nina Thomas having some success of late. Probably should have held on to it there for the lay-in.
As that sails into the backcourt, Tebow's going to have an opportunity.
Tebow's going to have better speed, and she's going to be able to put in an easy lay-in over Natalie Ross Smith's head.
And again, the points in transition have just been killer.
So Wheat Ridge throws it up with almost no time left in the half, no good. And that's going to conclude the first half of play with Valor Christian leading 30-14.
So we'll be back after halftime. You are watching the Valor Sports Network.
Hello, Valor. Just wanted to let you know that all 3 flight teams made it in, 2 to Philadelphia, 1 to Newark, and then we came down to Toms River, New Jersey. We were out working these today in 2 different teams. The gals went to refurbish a house and did an incredible job, and all the guys went to do a lot of tree cutting and limb carrying brush and had a great experience, and God really used it, having a great start to our missions trip. So thank you very much, and we'll look forward to telling you a lot more about it.
Go Eagles!
Go Eagles!
Yeah, go Eagles!
Yo, Mars Blackman here, my main men, Michael Jordan and Professor Douglas Kirkpatrick of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. Yo, Professor, how does Mike defy gravity? Do you know?
Michael Jordan overcomes the acceleration of gravity by the application of his muscle power in the vertical plane, thus producing a low-altitude Earth orbit.
Oh, what?
Do you know what I mean? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know?
Money, check him out.
And we're back after halftime. We're going to send it down real quick for a pre-half scouting report from our sideline reporter, Matt LaCascia.
So at halftime, Coach K was telling me that her team is playing really good tempo, and they just need to execute their sets on offense. Their press is doing really good in forcing turnovers, and just need to keep up the lead and just keep playing the way they're playing. We'll back up to you guys.
Thanks, Matt. Good report there.
Annalise Paquette, already Valor Christian with 2 points on the board as Annalise Paquette makes an easy lay-in.
And another pass tipped out of bounds by the Eagles.
Wheat Ridge with one of the longest possessions of the night. Throws up a three, no good. Valor Christian on the ensuing fast break. Annalise Paquette with a good physical layup. And
yeah, good job there to get to the rim. Surprisingly, no foul called there. Looked like a lot of contact.
No doubt, and she's already got 4 points in the half.
Good rebound there by Williams. Good, strong presence in the low post.
Strong drive there by Natalie Ross-Smith. Just didn't get the bounce off the iron in her favor, and it's going to go back to Valor Christian. Valor Christian works it down to below the hoop. Malia Williams puts it in for the easy lay-in.
And Valor maintaining the press defense. And that is just giving Wheat Ridge fits as they try a mid-range jumper and miss.
If you're Wheat Ridge, that's not exactly the shot you're looking for at this point in the game.
At this point, they're just taking what they can get. They haven't seen much of the front court.
Bradbury with a solid rebound, goes back up and makes a layup. Valor Christian outscoring Wheat Ridge 8-0 in the second half already, only 2 minutes in.
Valor much stronger in transition than Wheat Ridge, much stronger down low than Wheat Ridge, and they have just really given Wheat Ridge a hard time.
Another kind of line drive shot there from Erica Land. No good, and that's going to go back to Valor.
Yeah, an interesting shooting style, just kind of the low line drive. Made her first one.
Valor Christian again feeding right below the hoop. Kendall Bradbury misses, however, rebounded by Valor Christian. Malia Williams goes up.
Good move in the low post there by Bradbury to get that first shot up.
Bradbury again dominating the boards down low there, finding real success from down below the basket.
Williams with the intercepted pass. Dishes to Bryant, who makes the easy lay-in, and really, really struggling to break that press as Wheat Ridge tipped once again. And again, another tipped pass. Unbelievable defense here by Valor. Spoke too soon there as Ross Smith gouges the double team, cut straight through the middle and makes the easy layup.
Yeah, Captain Ross Smith there showing solid ball handling skills as she goes in for the easy lay-in. Sort of a bad pass there by Kara Foley, intercepted by Wheat Ridge.
Foul called on Foley there.
And they're going to call the foul on her as well.
A little too physical as she went in to try to get into that lane.
Nearly wholesale subs here for Wheat Ridge as they're going to substitute everybody except for Natalie Ross-Smith. She's going to stay in the game. Kat Little back into the game for Valor Christian, as is Larrabee.
Good job by Bradbury to get her hand in there.
Stolen, and she's going to go hard to the hoop here. Puts it up, misses the layup, however, rebounded by Larrabee, and then knocked out by Wheat Ridge, and it's going to stay with Valor Christian.
And again, it's almost unbelievable how many times Valor has just gotten into the passing lane, gotten their hands on a pass, and either tipped it or stolen it. And that has really been the difference in the game so far. As a beautiful move in the low post there, the streaking down the baseline there by Bradbury puts in the reverse layup.
Yeah, big game for Bradbury here. That's going to be off of the fingertips of Kat Little, and we're going to stay with Wheat Ridge ball. Going to be inbounded by 14, Kylie Herr.
Tipped by Bryan
unsuccessful
again.
Inbounds play by Wheat Ridge, and Bryan, another easy lay-in. Big game for her as well.
Bryant showing really superior athleticism there in the hustle transition play.
No doubt. There's been a number of those plays tonight for Valor showing superior athleticism to that of the Farmers. And Bradbury again going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line. Pardon me, no she will not, as that was not a shooting foul. And it's going to be inbounded by Kat Little from the baseline. Inbounded to Annalise Paquette, who goes up.
She just kind of lobs up an underhand toss there.
Yeah, couldn't really get around the defense there of number 14, Kylie Herr. However,
Little thinks about putting up the open three.
However, it's going to stay with Valor Christian. Long-range jump shot by Annalise Paquette falls, and that's going to open up a 32-point lead for Valor Christian. And there's Nina Thomas again, putting in another
cuts the lead to 30 there.
Little mid-range or a little short-range jump shot there.
And Nina Thomas having a pretty solid game shooting the ball. What few opportunities she's have been pretty impressive. And Bradbury goes to the rim again, misses, but gets her own rebound.
And again, gets her own rebound.
And
that will a jump ball there. And the possession arrow is going to favor the Farmers. Serena Lewis back into the game for Wheat Ridge, their captain and point guard. Strong drive to the rim there by Tasha Taylor. However, rebounded by Valor Christian and Caroline Bryan.
Good long cross-court overhanded pass there to Bryant, but she misses the layup. And Lexi O'Dowda unable to corral that ball before it goes out of bounds, so we will see her inbound for the Farmers.
Nina Thomas dribbles off her foot there, however, able to regain control, but then passes it right to Caroline Bryan, who dishes to Lexi O'Dowd, who goes strong to the hoop, but however misses the layup, and that's going to be rebounded by number 23, Serena Lewis, and we're going to go back the other way for Wheat Ridge.
And the shot off the bottom of the rim there is a blessing in disguise as the rebound is taken by Thomas, and she will make the layup as a timeout is called.
Yeah, that
we'll be right back on the Valor Sports Network.
Some people listen to themselves rather than listen to what others say. These people don't come along very often. But when they do, they remind us that once you set out on a path, even though critics may doubt you, it's okay to believe that there is no can't, won't.
And we're back now. We will send it down to Matt LaCascia.
During the timeout, Coach K was telling her team that there's no reason that they should be getting offensive boards over Wheat Ridge because Wheat Ridge is a much smaller team than them. She said they need to box out every time and grab every single loose ball. Back up to you guys.
They have done a pretty good job of that so far, really dominating the boards. But they look to continue to keep their foot on the gas here, bridge this gap, and see if they can kind of coast home in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, steal by Lexio Dowd, drives strong to the rim for the easy, uncontested lay-in, and that's going to extend the Valor Christian lead back to 30.
Almost seems as if these Farmers are unable to differentiate jersey color here, as they are just getting the ball stolen on a very, very consistent basis.
It sure seems that way, as another pass off the fingertips of Nina Thomas. It's going to be back to Valor Christian. Easy inbound to Lexio Dowd, who dribbles strongly up court. Passes to Annalise Paquette, who's had success with that long-range jump shot earlier in the game, however misses there. Rebound then corralled by Kat Little, though. And then Malia Williams with the strong up beats the defense of Wheat Ridge.
Yet another pass deflected out of bounds. And it has almost gotten ridiculous at this point how often the Valor has gotten turnovers or deflected passes out of bounds. And at this point, the crowd is pretty much filed out as Valor leads 52-20. And pretty much just parents of players left who need a ride home at this point. Minute 4 left in the third.
That's going to be a three-point attempt, banked in by number 23, Serena Lewis for Wheat Ridge. They're going to call it a two-point basket, though, as her foot must have been on the line.
Jump ball there, possession arrow favors the Eagles.
Kat Little set to inbound the ball, does so to Lexio Dowd. Valor playing with two smaller point guards at the moment. Then McKenna Roth with the smart play to throw it off of her opponent as she was falling out of bounds herself.
Sure, Taylor's standing there trying to play defense on Roth, just throws it off her lower half, gets the ball back for the Eagles.
Lexio Dowd with a wide open three-point attempt. Clanks off the far iron, and that's going to go back to Wheat Ridge.
They amended the scoreboard, the three-point play on the previous play for Wheat Ridge.
Yes, it was indeed a three-point basket, not a two. Valor still in their zone full court press. Just had success all night long against the Farmer offense.
26 seconds remaining here in the third.
It looks like they're going to call a 5-second violation against the Farmers.
And this game really started cruising after halftime, so we'll see if they can keep this pace up. Valor kind of slowing down, trying to coast in now with a commanding lead.
Tough layup there, missed by Malia Williams. However, Lexio Dowd steals it and wisely dishes it off to the taller Malia Williams.
Wide open in the low post. Uncontested on yet another steal.
And that's going to drop for Wheat Ridge with right before the end of the third quarter. Valor Christian with a 29-point, 54-25 lead here at the Valor Christian High School Gymnasium.
Dear Mrs. Crandall, it's easy to get so busy we can forget there are others who need our help.
Some people have eyes to see, a friend in need of help.
Let's work on your reading, okay?
Some people have ears to hear.
The umpire said, "You're safe." The end.
Good job, Max. Thanks. Vanessa, you're next.
They show us how much they care with quiet sound.
At the seashore, you can learn about the tides. Through the treasures the sea throws on the beach. You will see a world of constant change.
I'm really proud of you.
Mama!
By taking the time to help my daughter read, you've become her hero and mine.
Make a difference. pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
And we're back here to start the fourth quarter of play.
Wheat Ridge is going to start with the ball here. Inbounded to Serena Lewis. As Cassie Morrow falls over, there's a break and a tough break off the rim for Wheat Ridge as that ball kind of rolls around on top of the iron, falls away. Kendall Bradbury strong up the middle and passes to Caroline Bryan, who again makes another lay-in. And
Great.
those two have had a real big games tonight.
Yeah,
both,
great bounce pass
scores
there in the low post by Bradbury to set up the easy layup for Bryant as the three-point shot is just lobbed up off the backboard. No good.
It's going to go off the backboard and then the rim. Some solid ball handling there by Caroline Bryan.
Getting a little fancy with the ball handling going behind the back just to show she can. She's wide open behind the arc right now.
They're going to call a 3-second violation against Valor Christian, and we're going to go back Wheat Ridge ball here.
Little ticky-tack violation at this point in the game.
No doubt. Again, that full court press by Valor just giving Wheat Ridge fits as Sarah Gibson goes hard to the rim, makes a tough lay-in.
Yeah, great underhanded lay-in there by Gibson after driving the middle of the lane.
No doubt. Extends the Valor Christian lead to 33 as Wheat Ridge takes the ball up the floor again. Again, that trap play. However, broken by Wheat Ridge, who then drives down low, and that's going to be thrown off the foot of Cassie Morrow, and then we're going to stay with Farmer ball here. Melanie Bender into the game for Wheat Ridge, and Rachel Fenn into the game here for Valor Christian. A couple faces we haven't seen
first
very
time
often.
she's seen action tonight.
Three-point attempt by Ross Smith, no good. They're going to call a foul on Wheat Ridge. It's going to be on number 21, Erica Land. Bradbury set to inbound from Valor Christian's own baseline. Does so to Sarah Gibson.
And Valor at this point probably just going to take the foot off the gas pedal.
However, a mid-range jump shot there by Rachel Fenn.
Maybe a little bit excited getting in the game.
Trying to get in the action there. However, Wheat Ridge is going to make a lay-in, and they're going to get an and one called here for number 12, Melanie Bender, who hasn't seen a lot of action tonight. Makes the big layup with the foul, and here a chance to make it a three-point play.
And that
does miss the free throw, however. But then, with a steal, and then an easy lay-in there for Tasha Taylor.
Wheat Ridge showing signs of life. They now trail 58-29. Morrow drives the baseline.
She's going to dish it back out to Sarah Gibson. They're going to call another 3-second violation on Valor Christian. As you said earlier, another ticky-tack foul here late in the ball game. The big difference separating the two squads.
Just delaying the inevitable at this point for the Farmers.
No doubt, Valor Christian having twice as many points here as Wheat Ridge in the fourth quarter. Wheat Ridge playing what looks like a man defense, however, works in this instance as that pass is going to tip off of Kendall Bradbury's fingertips, and it's going to go back to Farmer ball.
Valor getting a little bit complacent here, and not that it's that big of an issue in this game, but you hate to see that, hate to see players get a little lazy.
No doubt. And Natalie Ross Smith, as she tries to drive the baseline, steps on the baseline out of bounds, and that's going to go back to Valor Christian. Another turnover for the Farmers, as that has just plagued them and been their downfall all game long.
Really, absolutely the difference in this game has been the turnovers, you're right.
Then another turnover from Valor Christian. Melanie Bender with another steal. she's having herself quite the fourth quarter.
Unfortunately, due to the statisticians strike, we have no stats available for you. But if I had to guess, Valor is pretty commandingly leading the turnover battle.
No doubt about that. And a heaving inbounds pass from Bradbury. Clanks off the foot.
And that was Ross Smith just lying there on the ground trying to get a tie up there, get a jump ball, and she does so. Possession arrow favors the Eagles, though.
Substitutions for the Farmers. Number 5, Tasha Taylor. Number 15, Rachel Vargas. And number 23, Selena Lewis.
Inbounded here to Sarah Gibson. Getting her action. Oh, and that lay-in of Kendall Bradbury is going to go in and then spin out. However, she was fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Bradbury visibly showing a little bit of frustration, unsure why at this point with a 29-point lead.
Bradbury clanks the first off of the back iron. You think from a Valor Christian standpoint that you'd start to put in some players who don't get as much playing time. However, Bradbury's still in the game, making 1 of 2 free throws there, extending the Valor Christian lead back to 30 points.
Also, Valor still playing a fairly high-paced offense.
And still playing a tenacious full-court press here late in the game, late in the fourth quarter with a commanding lead.
I think as a team like Valor, what they're trying to do, who has not had, as the 3 is made there by Wheat Ridge, has not had great success on the year. Below 500, they're just trying to kind of work some stuff out, get some work done here late in this game, see if they can improve.
No doubt. Valor Christian having some success here against the Farmer defense as Sarah Gibson misses the mid-range jump shot. Taking up the floor by Tasha Taylor.
Good block there by Bryant as she puts up a mid-range jump shot.
However,
that
she's
will
going to be called for a walk, a travel called on Bryant, and that's going to go back to Wheat Ridge.
Wheat Ridge called once again for the over and back, and this game just gets progressively sloppier and sloppier as we go.
Substitution for the Eagles.
Larrabee replacing Bradbury. So Valor maybe finally going to slow it down a little bit. And Larrabee steps out of bounds in her first few seconds on the court. So this is going to push the Wheat Ridge Farmers to 2-12 on the season, and they have just been sputtering, really struggling to win basketball games. And this could be a pick-me-up for this Valor team as they try to finish their season strong. They see games against Cheyenne Mountain, Liberty, and Montbello, so trying to see if they can carry momentum into those last 3 games.
No doubt those are going to be tough games for Valor Christian, as Liberty and Cheyenne Mountain, usually tough here in the state of Colorado, down from Colorado Springs, both of those schools. And then to close the season against Montbello, team who they should beat, have beaten earlier in this year by a substantial amount. As Wheat Ridge inbounds the ball, sloppy pass, however, clanks off the back of Larrabee's arm. Back to Rachel Fenn. However, they're going to call a foul on her, and it's going to stay with Wheat Ridge here with 3:34 left in the ball game. The 3 heaved up off the far backboard there by Carolyn Swanson. And then trying to get the rebound there, Larrabee is going to be fouled.
Just under 3.5 minutes remain in this ball game. Good job there by Gibson. Drives the baseline, misses her shot, gets her own rebound, goes up and gets fouled. And again, smaller body, but goes hard to the rim and does not shy away from contact and gets herself to the line.
No doubt about that. Sarah Gibson goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Misses the first.
Entering the lineup for the Farmers, number 00, Nina Thomas.
Sarah Gibson makes the second of 2 free throws. The lead's going to be extended to 28 here for Valor Christian as Wheat Ridge turns the ball over again to Haley Tebow, who then easily dribbles it back up court for Valor. Rachel Fenn with a long 2-point shot as it appeared her foot was on the line there. And then an attempt to save that by Haley Tebow, and it's going to still be out of bounds off of Valor, and it's going to stay Farmer ball.
And for the Eagles, number 11, Lexi O'Dowd.
Under 3 minutes now in the game.
Wheat Ridge still trying to run an offense here, as Valor Christian still stays in their zone defense that they've been running all game long. Has just been giving Wheat Ridge fits on offense. They haven't really gotten much production.
Again, garbage time here. Both teams just trying to work some stuff out and get themselves a little extra practice time here on the court.
Wheat Ridge inbounds by Karen Swanson. That's going to be an air ball by Melanie Bender. Finally corralled in by Lexi O'Dowd. However, Melanie Bender does get some hands on it. They're going to call it jump ball. However, the possession arrow will favor Valor Christian here late in the fourth. Lexi O'Dowd showing some strong ball handling skills. Big lob pass to Sarah Gibson, who makes a good bounce pass along the baseline to Rachel Fenn. However, that ball will be corralled by the Farmers and taken up court by Melanie Bender. 3-point attempt.
And that was
almost banks in.
Absolutely just heaved up from the chest. And that was not a pretty 3-point shot there off the glass.
No doubt about that, as that one again clanks off the far backboard as it seems to have repeated itself all night.
Tebow overcommits on the coverage, but the layup missed there by Land.
And then
travel called on the
called
Farmers.
Here on Nina Thomas. It's going to go back to Valor Christian. Another turnover. Here with 1:34 left in the game. O'Dowd to take the long-range jump shot. It's going to hit off the back iron. And then Wheat Ridge going to get a big, fast break. Uncontested, Melanie Bender, who I've said before is having herself a heck of a fourth quarter. Minus the air ball. Makes an easy lay-in. Rachel Fenn looks for the bounce pass, however, nobody home.
Foul called there on Sarah Gibson in the trap there. And just a little too physical. Ball will stay with the Farmers. And Valor finally seems to be giving up on that full court press. 50 seconds left in the game.
Another three heaved up by Wheat Ridge. It's going to be corralled by Sarah Gibson. Brought up floor by Rachel Fenn. And stops, puts it back to Sarah Gibson, who feeds down low to Larrabee, who puts up.
Makes the easy two.
Makes the easy two. Extending the lead back to 28. And they're going to call a foul here. A block here on Sarah Gibson, number 14 here with 26 seconds left in the game.
Seems like a little bit, again, a ticky-tack, unnecessary foul there, but refs just doing their job.
Wheat Ridge are going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Natalie Ross-Smith at the line. Makes the first, so she will shoot another here with the 1-and-1. And misses the second. Saved there by number 1, Carolyn Swanson, however, picked up, scooped up by Valor Christian. It's going to go the other way. And Valor could run out the clock here if they so desired. And it looks like they may do just that.
We'll just hold on to it. Passes out to Larrabee, who actually puts up the open 3 and will make the open 3 to make it a round 30-point victory for the Eagles. And the buzzer beater falls.
And Valor's going to take this one here, 65-35. A 30-point victory for the now 9-11 Valor Christian Eagles over the Wheat Ridge Farmers here at the Valor Christian High School Gymnasium.